Oh my goodness, I was born and raised in Indianapolis, and so I've seen it change over the years. But in the 1970s, really, we had a group of men and women who got together and said, we have to do something about Indianapolis, and we have to be intentional about it.
Indianapolis was very intentional back when we were formed in 1979 to create an economic strategy around sports, our venues, our hotels, and even us as an organization in creating the very first sports commission in the country. We have such a deep history of putting on great sporting events.
Indianapolis actually started an industry in 1979. It was the first city in the country to create a sports commission. Now there's over 500 of them around the country. It birthed its own industry in sports, but it also gives us a great opportunity to share with a lot of those other sports commissions the keys to our success.
This was a strategy born in the late 70s and early 80s to put Indianapolis on the map and make it a great place to live, work, play, and visit. And they did that through sports and major events and conventions. And so the strategy was build it and they will come. What do you build? You put all the event venues and all the hotels and the shops and the restaurants and all the fun amenities all in one walkable zone that makes it impossible not to want to host an event there.
When I came here to law school, I realized what a powerful impact the Colts and the Pacers had with Reggie Miller, and the stories and the impact that that had behind the state. And then to learn about motorsports while I was in college, to be an African American, to come to what some described as maybe the whitest place in the world, but then have this transformative experience where I love cars. And I couldn't believe that I had missed this as part of my childhood experience. And it became my favorite sport: racing, motorsports, NASCAR, IndyCar. And I saw how it galvanized the community, and this place becomes the town square for so many throughout the state and throughout the Midwest.
Way back when, it was a very purposeful focus of the city to become the amateur sports capital.
We're well known for sports around the globe, but it's really because of the people and the heart of the city and the community here.
We've had multiple NCAAs since that. We had the Super Bowl. We've had World Swimming Championships. We're going to have the All-Star Game. It's been named the top convention center in the country, just like our airport. It's been named for 10 years straight the best airport in America.
It's focused on sports for the fans, and it's treated with the highest level of hospitality. Even here, if you come through the airport and it's the Indy 500, you're going to feel like you're in the Indy 500. So we make sure that your experience is a connected experience.
We hosted the Super Bowl in 2012, and I was grateful to have the opportunity to serve as the president and CEO of the host committee for the Super Bowl. And this city turned out like nothing the NFL had ever seen. We had 12,000 volunteers. We had over 300 businesses involved, civic organizations, state government, city government. That is a legacy this city will have forever.
We have really put ourselves in a position to be known as the sports capital of Indiana, sports capital, we think, of the Midwest, and we think also of the country.